Hi guys, you're joining us on some winter rape shooting today. These pigeons have been left alone now for about 6 weeks to build. It's an absolute epic walk down here, so there's no access by any car, so left it for a day when I felt like I had some energy to be able to walk down here. Beautiful day. Southwesterly wind which is coming off our back. There's about 800 pigeons on. There's a few starting to come back now. We'll see what happens. Can't see there being a large bag down here, but we couldn't have left them much longer than what we have done. What I'll do is I'll talk you through the setup we've got in a second. So we've got the pigeons coming from pretty much everywhere really. The main roost wood's over this side here, but they do a big loop round to come back in, and there's a lot of pigeon activity in this area. It's just not ideal shooting them. We've got a really steep bank going up in front of us, which is great once the decoy and they're in and they've got a big steep bank behind them and a big tall wood in front of them. And when they're in, they're stuck, and it's left and right all day long. But to actually get them in to commit is difficult here. The main reason for that is once they are into that gully, that valley, they know they can't get out. So it's 100% or 0% for them. So it's one of them spots. You get frustrated by watching a lot of pigeons have a really good look and then drift off on you, but you just got to remember there's nothing you're doing wrong. You've just got to wait for that one to really come. Most case scenarios here, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to actually get them not to decoy, which I really do not want them to decoy. I would much rather they came to the trees on me, like these are going to do here. Get these ones here. There's a case of not left and right. Yeah, because if they come to the trees on me, they're a lot easier shot at me. Nice left and right. Yeah. So here's a prime example of early March pigeon shooting really. You've got certain bunches of pigeons, like we've got a bunch in front of us here, which will have 40 birds in it, in a space of around about 20 metres squared, actually bouncing into each other. And then we've got 2 pigeons in front of them, who've split off. Now all these pigeons are going to come, but it may take them 3-4 passes. They might have to look 3 or 4 times, they'll swirl around, they'll look like really annoying winter woodies. As we get into the second part of March, late March, 2 weeks time, 3 weeks time, when they're starting to split off the breed, you'll start to see pairs, singles, and they will come a lot better. Like these 2 that I was just talking about, have decided they do not want to hang around with these bunches of woodies anymore. And they would much rather come to our decoys. Yeah, and that's one of the big parts of winter shooting. Yeah, you will very quick over the years get to identify which bunches are going to come and which bunches aren't. So I just thought I'd give you as a quick sort of example of how these woodies are coming here. So we've got a pair coming in here now. I'm set up. And they're just sliding nicely in. A nice clean shot. You notice there that only one of them came and the other one drifted on through. It's a very tight pattern, like I say. I'm shooting a wet hole which will be probably 15 yards wide. So we've got another big bunch coming here. Normally I would leave big bunches, but I don't know how many's come at this field, to be honest with you. So I'm just going to shoot what comes. They are all drawn to the wood on me here, so what I'll do is I'll just probably just sneak over and kill a single. Oh, left and right. Yeah, like I say, normally I'd leave large bunches of pigeons, but because they're coming off my back, I don't know how many's in the bunch. I was quite fortunate there that there was only about 20 in that bunch, so it's not a big bunch to disturb. So we've got a different flight developing now, and one of our back and one of our front, so just, I didn't shoot that one, although you were all saying why the hell didn't you shoot that one. I'm quite interested to see what these ones in front do, see if these start making better birds. We've got about 15 couple of decoys now, so we're just going to sneak over, take that nice easy one. And actually the ones from the other side did start to come a lot better, so that's promising. I didn't actually see any birds go that way when I put them off. So I'm hoping the flight starts to develop from that way. Late start this morning as well. I'm normally well and truly on them and nearly done by now. It's 1 o'clock. Gee, shut up. But I had to zero the rifle this morning, ready for some rabbits this evening. Yeah, that took a lot longer. It took a lot longer than I was expecting. A lot longer. We've got another few more coming here. So we'll take some of those left and right. Even you're not that quick, Andrew. Slight missed pull on the trigger there. So we've just been for a little pickup there. We're on about 25 now. We've got half an hour. We're doing okay. We're doing really well. When I say we, I mean me and the gun dog. And when I say gun dog, I mean dog. And when I say dog, I mean human with fur. So one of the joys I got getting down on the front of a wood, anyone who shoots pigeons will know this, you automatically have the pigeon's attention in the trees. They are a wood pigeon after all, so they are quite hooked on trees. So these pigeons that are coming to me now, there's 5 of them. I've actually looked at every single piece of rake across this field, and the only reason they're going to settle in this wood is because they're used to sitting in this wood. So granted, maybe I might have pulled them somewhere else in the field, but I've got pigeons every single direction coming at me now, and the wood is just such a good draw. It's such a good draw that it allows you to be able to be in a spot where they maybe don't want to be, but you could probably do more with 2 or 3 flight lines rather than just be under the one. Saying that though, they have done a lot of damage on this bottom, so they do technically want to be and have been here a lot, but they are actually looking at every other part of the field now. So we've got another bunch coming here now from a different direction. It could turn into a very busy day, this. And these are absolutely throwing themselves in, committing suicide. Maybe a bit too hard for me. Oh! The second pigeon did a backflip on me when I shot at it. I remember that one though. We'll get it in the Olympics. Got a few more pigeons coming from our right hand side here. They're really nice, and this was the way I wanted them to come really. Come right in this valley. And then they flared off. It's always good if you get any flare off where you think they should come from, to have a look at what's going on. And what I didn't notice there actually when I got down for them too, is that there's a bunch of about 100 going through the middle of the field, and they're just headed straight up there and joined them. And the bunch that's gone through the middle of the field are right on the horizon, so they stick out like a sore thumb, and they've just tagged on the back. But little do they know that they're just going to come down to me now because the 100's coming. So, unlucky guys. That was a very nice left and right. I did try and shoot the two that didn't come to me before. I don't think it was the same two. But revenge. So it's heating up quite fast now. We've got about 50 off our back and 50 in front, and they're all coming. So I'm just going to keep your head down and try and shoot something nice and easy. You and your mate can get it. Oh. We've not got the most comfortable high today, unfortunately. They're tucked in quite nice, I'll say that, but we haven't got a seat. We haven't got a seat, we haven't got the proper hide either. The main reason for that is because the walk down to here is absolutely epic. It's a good, it'll be a mile and a half maybe, but it's got a lump in the middle. So on your way here you get the uphill bit at the start and then the downhill bit, but on the way back you've got a grueling bank, as you can see in front of you, to get up. Yeah, so you don't want to be shooting too many on the way back. So I think we've probably seen everything that should have come back, what would have expected to come back now. So I think we've shot pretty much everything I would have expected to come back. At this point you've just got to hope that you can make enough disturbance to keep them off wherever they're going, and hope that they do, you know, come back for a second go around. We've got straight in front of us we've got a rate field which is about 3/4 of a mile away. The wind is blowing right at it, but I dare say these shots won't move them. I think most of the noise will be dampened as it gets into this bank. And then the next rate field after that is a good 2.5 miles away. Pigeon will fly it if they want to, but there is about 4 roost woods between that and us, so they're not going to get past them. So I'd be confident to think that they may come back twice today. We have got a bunch here just coming back now from one of those roost woods, so it'll be interesting to see what they do. No sooner did I mention them coming back from one of the roost woods, about 400 are on the way back now. I have got quite a few here, so what I'm going to do is, although there is quite a few pigeons coming, I'm just going to take the one shot if I can. Just to minimise disturbance. You know, I could have took a left and right there, but the other big bunch is still coming, and I'll show you what that looks like in action. So I could have took 2 shots then, I would have blew the full place up. I took the one shot, and now I'm going to get another go. I haven't disturbed these. They came from the wrong side of the wind to me, so I'll get another go now. It's just all about managing your pigeons, especially in the winter. And we take out a nice left and right. So there's 3 pigeons when probably if I took that first shot we probably could have got 2. So got another one on the back. And minimise the disturbance, I probably should imagine as well. Great. What a lovely decoying pigeon that was. Landed on the mini bouncer. Good, 40 yards out, but oh, you've got to love them. So these pigeons will be interesting to watch. So these pigeons have been back 3 times now. I saw them go to a tree, so it'll be interesting to see how these come. Like missiles. like missiles, so you could tell they'd been a few times round. They actually didn't even look at the decoys, they were just heading straight for this wood. Did get one which clawed it down the deck bottom here. Yeah, they were coming at some speed. So, well, we've got a bit of a quieter spot. I thought I'd talk you through some of the equipment I'm using today. Shot with an over and under today. It's a ATA Super Sport. It's been brilliant for me. I've been using it now for a year. I'm really loving using it. Yeah, it's a really good gun. It's a really good gun. It goes bang every time you pull the trigger. Most of my pigeon shooting now is done with an over and under. Moved off to autos a little bit, just for many reasons. I do shoot better with an over and under. I do like an over and under. And to be honest with you, I'm not really missing the third shot very often. I don't really feel like I need it very often. A lot of people get really sort of whingy about loading and unloading the gun in the hide. To be honest with you, that makes very little difference. Gun barrels go over the hide and move the gun. We're using some jokes, I don't even know what they are. Probably looking at them, probably half and half, I think, by the looks of the notches. For decoying, that's absolutely fine. I'm actually only using the trucks at the end of the gun, so, and it does just fine. It does just fine. I know some people get really excited about chokes as well. Again, I do not. I think if you put the gun and put the pattern in the right place, it'll come down. Put the cartridge in the right place, it'll come down. Today I'm using holes, Super Steels, 24 grams. Again, I imagine there's people really angry about that as a pattern, as a cartridge, but I have had no problems with steel. Being a wildfowler, and I find it brings them just down just as nice. Landed in the river. Landed right in the middle of the river. Yes, I've had no problems with steel. I find it just as good. I think some people get nervous about using steel, but I think a lot of that's just because they haven't used it yet. I think if you start to use it, get used to it, get your eye on it. It's just as good a cartridge as anything else, really. Yeah, so continuing on the setup for today, we've got the wind on our backs, which is absolutely ideal for it. Slightly quartering on, again, which is quite ideal for it. I would have preferred if it was dead off our backs, so it's pure south wind, but it's a southwesterly prevailing wind, which means that they will come through here. Which is absolutely fine for what we're doing today. The hide is a pop-up one panel piece of hide. I would usually use a ghillie net with hide poles. The ghillie net got wet last week, so it's heavy. And I do need to get it out and dry it. I might do that today. But also the hide poles as well are also another added weight. And altogether this is just under a kilo. So like I said before, this mega walk we've got today, this is absolutely perfect for it. It's between two fences, and the front fence is covered in grass. In all honesty, I probably could have got away without a hide and just sat against the back fence, but I've got the dog with me today, and he does like to get involved in the situation, so it's quite nice to have this panel here. As well as me not having a seat as well, that also means that I can do a lot more moving around inside the hide without being seen, which is really nice. If I'd had a seat, you could get a lot more comfortable. You don't need to do as much moving around, you get away with a lot less of a net. So we're down to our last 3 cartridges, and we'll have to go back and get some more, which is always very, very annoying. But I will never learn. So hopefully we can shoot this one here with a single shot, and then we won't have to go back quite as quick. Oh, I took the 2 shots. What? Well, that's frustrating. We have 1 cartridge left. And I put it on the wrong barrel. Oh. Delete that. So last cartridge. I'm toying with the idea of actually leaving these pigeons and going and looking for some pigeons elsewhere. The main reason for that is I'm up both days this week, and I'm just wondering if it's worth trying to find something for tomorrow or sitting these out. Decisions. So just back from getting some more cartridges. Pigeons have all moved up to some clover. I'll try and show you in a second. There's a few still coming through, but I mean it is just a few. But it's such a beautiful day. First day of spring. You cannot complain. We need aircraft investigation, put that one back together. That was a very close pigeon. Anyway, I think that while I was packing up, I'll just quickly talk you through the pattern. Very simple pattern. Probably one I use all the time, really. 3 devices. So we've got the flapper in here. I'm trying out a new flapper at the moment, not very happy with it at all, extremely slow. Yeah, the flapper in here, so the pigeons are going to come from this way, they'll come from this way. Got the flapper here, then I've got a little tiny bounce there that's just off the ground, and then I've got on this side here, as you can see, spin round, I have my whirly bird. It's a U shape with the arms of the U going either side. There's Jay found another pigeon. Come on, bud! And then the whirly bird at the base of the U. Come on, boy! Come on! Come on, bud! Come on! Come on! And there we go, that's the spoils for the day. Actually a really nice little 2 hours. Just what I was after. Not the field I was hoping to shoot, but I managed to get on here and very, very, very long walk down. Still a lot of pigeons coming to here, but I've just got to get all these off now, so I think it's time for me to get these on my back and get moving.